Right now, millions of Australians are making a financial decision that could be robbing them of becoming millionaires. They think that they are being smart, they think that they are being responsible, but the wealthy are laughing all the way to the bank. And the crazy part, you probably think that I'm talking about buying too much, but I'm not. So let's stay tuned and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about to the very end. Welcome back to my channel. This is Mohsin Reza. I help build sustainable and scalable property portfolios without sacrificing or impacting your lifestyle. Today, I'm going to show you 5 rock-solid reasons why paying off your house early might be the biggest financial mistake you will ever make. If this changes everything that you thought about, that you knew about mortgages, which is probably it will, smash that like button and let me know in the comments below. The opportunity cost is absolutely massive when it comes to first-home buyers or owner-occupiers. Here is Australia's scenario in 2025 July that would absolutely do your head in. With RBA's cash rate currently sitting at 3.85%, most variable home loans are charging around 6.5%. Say that you have a mortgage of $800,000, which is very typical for major capital cities where the median prices are sitting at around $1 million. You're thinking about chucking in an extra $600 per week to pay off your mortgage in 15 years instead of 30 years. But what if you invested that $600 weekly into your superannuation instead? Here is where it gets really mental. Super funds delivered an extraordinary return of 10.5%, and over a long term, they've consistently outperformed mortgage rates. The extra $600 per week, which is roughly about $31,200 per year, invested in super at a conservative, let's say 9% return over 15 years gives you approximately $730,000. But here's the kicker. You haven't even touched the compounding benefits yet. And the real tragedy, most Australians don't even realize this because they're emotionally attached to being debt-free, having a house over their head. But the wealthy understands that good debt is like tax-deductible mortgage. It's actually a wealth-building tool. Think about it this way. You are essentially choosing to pay the bank 6.5% instead of earning 9 to 10% back into super. That's a 15 to 16% swing against every time, every single year. Now here is where it gets really interesting for us. We have something most countries don't have, which is negative gearing. If you're paying off your home early, you're potentially missing out on massive tax advantages that are attached to it. Negative gearing allows investors to deduct rental property expenses, including loan interest, maintenance, depreciation, from their taxable income. But here is what most people do not understand about this particular principle that can work over your primary residence too if you use your equity strategically. The important thing here is the liquidity, the safety factor, which is liquidity is the king. When you pay extra money into your mortgage, where does this money go? It disappears into limbo, it disappears into this house equity. But when you need it urgently back, guess what happens? You are at the mercy of these big banks that can turn around and say no to you. Your house equity isn't safe. It's trapped, and in tough times, the bank owns your house more than you do, regardless of how much you've paid it down. In Australia's volatile job market, cash flow is the king. It's not the cash that is the king. Inflation is your mate when you owe money. Here's a concept that's going to absolutely blow your mind. Inflation actually helps you when you have mortgage. If you had $160,000 of mortgage in 1995, inflation has effectively made your debt worth peanuts today. Your mortgage payment might have been $1,400 per month in 1995. In today's purchasing power, that's more like paying $600 or $700 per month. Effectively, inflation has halved your real mortgage burden. But when you pay off your mortgage early, you're giving up this incredible advantage. You are paying today's expensive dollars to eliminate tomorrow's cheap debt. It's financial madness when you really think about it. Smart investors understand this. They borrow money at today's rates, knowing that in 20 years, these repayments will feel like pocket change. Meanwhile, the assets they bought with borrowed money have grown with inflation or hopefully exceeding it. This is why the wealthy Australian families, your packages, your property moguls, your old money families, your family offices, they maintain mortgages for decades. They're not stupid. They understand it. Lock in today's rates on a long-term mortgage and let inflation erode the real cost over time. Finally, let's talk about the biggest irony in personal finance. Everyone talks about compound interest rate, which is the eighth wonder of the world, right? Einstein allegedly called it the most powerful force in the universe. But here is what's mental. Most Australians understand compound interest rate works for them in investments, but they forget that it works against them with debt in a way that's actually beneficial. But wait, that's not the contradiction I'm talking about. The real contradiction is by paying off your mortgage early, you're actually choosing simple interest over compound interest. Let me show you how. Your mortgage charges you an interest on an outstanding balance. As you pay it down, the interest reduces. That's simple interest working in your favor, but only marginally. But if you take that extra payment money and invest in Australian shares or property or even just in superannuation, you get compound returns. Your returns generate returns. Your money makes money that makes even more money. You're choosing simple interest over compound interest. And that choice could cost you hundreds and thousands of dollars over time. The wealthy Australians I know, the property developers, the successful investors, the multimillionaires, they all maintain long-term mortgages for as long as possible. Not because they have to or they have a choice, but because they understand the mathematics of wealth building in our unique Australian system. Now, if this video has helped you open your eyes in a different way of thinking about mortgages and wealth building using current 2025 data, drop in the comments below. Tell me, are you a team pay off your mortgage early or are you a team invest the difference? And what's your biggest takeaway from today's video? And if you want to dive deeper into Australian property investment strategies using current conditions, check out this video where I break down exactly how to use equity to build a multi-million-dollar property portfolio in 2025. Thank you for listening to me today. Take care, be kind, stay safe, keep investing, keep smiling. This is Mosh checking out. Adios.